Do you know that 11% of women of childbearing age are finding it difficult to get pregnant? We have with us a family building specialist, Mrs. Tolu-Lolu Ogunmade, who will be telling us how she's been helping families with pregnancy. Good morning. Hi, Tolu.
Good morning.
Good to have you on the show.
Good morning.
I'm so excited
Thank you.
to talk
It's
to you.
so nice to be here.
Yes, because we've been talking about IVF recently, and a lot of women have been looking for other options because they've tried a few times with IVF and it hasn't been successful.
Yes.
And there are other
Yes.
options out there. Could you tell us a few options available to women today aside from IVF?
IVF is a really huge topic, and there are several variants of IVF, but it's not every woman that would need IVF. There must be underlying conditions.
Now, I know you
choose.
had the surrogacy experience, and many of us know about
Yes.
your story, and I'd like you to share that with our audience today because many people haven't embraced the surrogacy option yet in Nigeria. I'd like you to share your story with us.
It's a 13-year journey. and I always tell people that surrogacy chose me. It wasn't something I wanted. It wasn't something that I jumped at. It wasn't something that was appealing, but that was the only option I had because I had post-surgery complication after fibroid removal. So the only option I had was surrogacy with my own eggs. And even with that, I had to go through IVF surrogacy 3 times before the third one worked. And fortunately, with the grace of God, I have a set of 8-year-old twins now, girl and boy, and they are watching. Okay, so I share my story because people wonder how these things happen. For instance, my surrogate is an Indian woman because I had my treatment in India, and my children look exactly like me. So science has made these things possible, and it's high time we embrace it.
Some would say the bonding process, like when you carry your baby, you're able to bond with your child, but when another person carries your babies, doesn't that take that away from you? And how are you able to build that after the baby is given back to you? And then the fear of what if the surrogate carries my child and runs? You know, those are genuine concerns.
Yes, and I understand that. Bonding with a baby is very easy. We all have nephews and nieces and cousins and next door neighbors that we bond with. So you don't have to carry a pregnancy before you bond with that child. In fact, by the time you hear you are pregnant, that your surrogate is pregnant, you start the bonding automatically because you know what? You've invested emotions, you've invested time, prayers, money, effort, years of waiting into this thing, and finally you're getting it right. So right from the moment you're starting the treatment with the surrogate mother, you are bonding. And the beautiful thing is you can even breastfeed because I went through a lactation treatment. And for surrogates running away with your baby, a lot of the surrogates in Nigeria are not interested in running away with pregnancy. They don't want an additional mouth to feed. A lot of them are in need because of the pecuniary gains, you know, and a lot of them are in need because they want to help.
Right. You've been doing this for a while. Have you observed any religious restrictions to people who want to take this option, but religion is holding them back? That's number one. Number two, can anybody just volunteer, say, you know what, I'd like to help somebody carry their baby?
Okay, as per the religion, we have a long way to go. Because, you know, earlier on you were talking about stigmatization now. Because there's a whole lot of stigmatization happening to people who are trying to conceive. It has unfortunately carried into the religious section of our culture. But the thing is this, even surrogacy dates as far back as the Bible days, because there are 2 types of surrogacy. You're either a traditional surrogacy in the sense that you're using your own eggs for that family, and so you're genetically connected to that child. You're handing over to that family to help them. Or you're a gestational carrier in that you are not in any way genetically connected to that baby.
Right.
Now, for people who go on to become surrogate mothers, it's not everyone, unfortunately, that can be a surrogate mother, even if you want to help, because you have to go through medical and psychological and physical screening. And at the same time, we have age criteria So anyone who is above 40, 41, traditionally we will not want to take on as a surrogate mother.
Okay.
Anyone who is younger than 26 and is not married and has never had a child, a living child before, we will not take on as a surrogate mother.
What legal framework does someone have exactly, you know, knowing that you're going to, usually the surrogate mother may not be of the same social, you know, social class?
There is a regulatory body, the AFRH, that's the Association for Fertility and Reproductive Health in Nigeria, who regulates the practice of fertility and reproductive health in Nigeria. But again, we also work with strong contracts and agreements drafted by lawyers who are experienced in reproductive health and family matters. And they protect all the interests, several parties. The intending parent, the surrogate mother, sometimes you have the egg donor, and then the hospital, and then also the intermediary, the agency that you might use.
You can watch Your View on TVC every Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Nigerian time on DSTV channel 418, GOTV channel 27 and channel 47, StarTimes channel 121 and channel 307, Play TV channel 801 and channel 190, UHF 49, Sky channel 515 for UK viewers. Watch live on Facebook at TVC Connect and on our website tvcentertainment.tv/livestream.